Hi, my name is Autumn. I'm from Autumn Acres Mini Pet Pigs, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about everything that comes with the price of one of our piglets. Okay, so in order to do that, I'm going to also tell you a little bit about me and what I do with my piglets. So our mothers that are pregnant actually come in the house about a week before they're ready to give birth. Now, they give birth in a house, in my home, in a very sanitary environment, and I am there. I don't leave their side until all those piglets are born. Everybody's doing well, gets cleaned up, and then she stays in the house with them in a small area until they are 7 weeks old, and then I slowly wean them off of her. So how I do that is every day she goes outside for breakfast and dinner, and so every day she spends just a little bit more time outside at those meals. So the piglets get used to not having her with them all the time, but slowly. She's not taken away abruptly, and it's also better for her milk supply to do that. So with our piglets, what we do is they're all fixed before they leave, and depending on your vet, that can cost anywhere from like $75 or $50 up to several $1,000s, okay? Now our vet does it really cost effective. The males, it costs approximately $150 to get them fixed. Females cost approximately $250 to get fixed. So I like fixing them, having them fixed ourselves, because our vet is very knowledgeable and I trust them completely. So and it also saves you from having to find a vet, somebody that you trust and you may not know. So it just takes the stress out of that. So they're fixed at the vet, they're dewormed. Pigs eat dirt, so it's not uncommon for them to have worms. And so a pig has to be wormed once or twice a year, depending on the kind of wormer that you use, and it's not a big deal at all. We do that. They're vaccinated. All pigs will get a vaccination. It's all different depending on where you live. In our area, they get one vaccine, and that needs to be updated every year. So when they go to the vet, they also get a complete vet exam. And then she signs off on each of them, and I will actually send their medical records home with them to their new home. They also get microchipped at the vet, and that costs, I think, like $50 per piglet. Now, when they go home, one of the things that I send is a packet of information. It has their medical records, like I mentioned. It also has a breeder guarantee. That's a guarantee from me that I don't do anything that would be detrimental to the pigs or piglets. I don't starve them to keep them small. I don't inbreed them to keep them small. I don't do either of those things at all. I don't breed young parents. All of our pigs are 2 years old before I breed them. I like to wait until they're big enough to support that, the weight of a belly and all of that. So they're at least 2 years old. And we take really good care of our pigs. Our pigs are outside, but they have a heated building in the wintertime. In the summertime, it's nice and cool because it's a metal building with a concrete floor. So they do well. They're very well cared for. Another thing that's in that packet is a birth certificate. When I got pigs in the past, I didn't know their true birth date or who their parents were or their birth weight. I wanted to know those things. So what I do is I make a little birth certificate so that you can have all of those extra details. So those are a few of the things in the packet. Now, some of the things that we do with our pigs is, number one, we crate train them. They're all crate trained. I start crate training about 4 weeks. They start out at 15 minutes in a crate, and we just move up in little increments until by the time they leave, if they have to be shipped, they will be totally fine in a crate for all of their shipping time. It will not be stressful to them. I also litter box train them. I do not litter box train them where I just get them started with a litter box. I litter box train them. By the time they leave me, they are fully going in a litter box. They are not, they may, piglets are piglets, just like a puppy. They may have some accidents, but overall, they are litter box trained. And really, because they're in the house all the time, that's all they know. So it's very imprinted on their brain, and they do very well with that. I also harness train them, which is not something that most breeders do, but I feel like it's important, especially if I'm delivering a piglet and I have to travel with them. I need to make sure that I can take them out to potty safely, which means they're on a harness and a leash. So that's really important, something that I feel is very important. Also, our piglets are extremely social. Not only are they social, but they actually love to be with people because that's all they've ever known. They live in our house. They are used to people walking by. They're used to loud noises. They're used to me coming in and walking right through them. And by the time they leave, that doesn't faze them one bit. So they're very, very social. Another thing I do is I give them a bath regularly, about once a week. And really, piglets don't need a bath once a week, but I just try to do it to desensitize them from that so that they're not so afraid when they go to their new home. So it's something that you can keep up. They're also taught manners. Biting is unacceptable. Any aggressive behavior, completely unacceptable. So we teach you how to continue that as well. We teach manners, and then we teach you how to continue teaching manners. And like I said, because they are in the house, they're very used to household noises. The sweeper, the people walking, running up and down the stairs, laughing, TV, anything like that. They're very used to those noises, so they aren't afraid of them when they go to their new home. So when they leave us on pickup day or on shipping day, they leave with the welcome packet I talked about. They also leave with a crate, a blanket, some food, a harness, and a leash. I think that's it. And then really, they're set up for a perfect start. And then of course, another thing you get with that price is you get support from me for the life of the pig. If you ever have a question, a problem, a concern, call me, message me, text me, it doesn't matter. I will always respond. I will always be there to help you. I also now am starting to do house visits. So if you live close enough that I can travel to your home, I can come and try to help you work out some of the kinks if you're having